Hey, what's good, people? This is Romeo or Tokyo Ish, and we got a small, like a really small update. My dad called me, told me he finished the fence down the driveway on the 4 acres, and he also drove all the way to Mississippi to pick up two stone lines that we're gonna put at the beginning of the driveway. So we're gonna go look at the stone lines and see what he picked up. For people that don't know, I live in the city, so we gotta drive out to the country to their estate. We're going to look at the lines, and he said he's also started building the columns that go. That's going to be at the beginning of the driveway. So we're going to take a look at that, just to give a little small update what we're working on before, like, because in Alabama we got to wait for all these permits to clear before we're able to start building. So in the meantime, we're just doing what we can. So it'll be a short moment for y'all, slight drive for me, and I'll be right back with you. Well, we just made it down here. And if there's anybody in Alabama right now, you already know the weather is not the best right now. So it's a little windy, rainy a little bit. So we're gonna walk back here and see what these lines look like that he picked up from Mississippi, and then see if they're gonna go with the thing. Oh, okay, look pretty good. I don't know why he set them right there, but they look pretty good. Let's check them out. I don't know why he set them back here on the porch like this, but oh yeah, yeah, that one be pretty straight right there. They're gonna be straight. They're about 3.5 feet tall. Let me sit up on columns at the land. Yeah, that's gonna work. What's the outside? This is the base on them. Oh, okay, they're all the way around with it. Oh yeah, that was a good buy. Yeah, I like them. I like that. Yeah, those straight right there. Man, this Alabama weather is crazy. It is like cold and the wind is blowing. It is crazy out here. We're gonna ride over to the land and see what he got going on with the columns and the fence. We're gonna take a look at that, but yeah, I think those are gonna work just fine. We're gonna take a look at those real quick. Ooh, man, if anybody's in Alabama right now, I know y'all cold. It's really cold. But we just made out here to land. I'm gonna show you the platform where we're gonna sit uh the lions on, or what we're gonna build up to sit the lions on. I think we're gonna go a little higher than what they are right now. But let me show you just where we're at with it, and then what we're going to. Let me show you that. Yeah, this is one of them. This is like on the main gate where we got the fence up. We got that one that's curing. Like, it's cold out here, and plus it's been raining a little bit, so we got that curing. Um, I'm not sure if we're gonna go higher with it or sit them down low. We might go a little bit higher with it to have them sit up a little bit. That way, when people drive down the driveway, I get just it'll be more like eye appealing. I guess that's what I would say. It'll look better, in hindsight. We got this one over here. I think we was putting the cylinder blocks down just to see, testing out the height a little bit, because I don't think we're gonna go up too high from it compared to the fence. Because the fence, if I'm not mistaken, the fence is, I think, about 6 feet high. We got 6 feet fence going all the way down. So I believe once we set the lines on there, up a couple, probably put some cinder blocks down, make it look good, and I think it'll be all right. We're gonna go down here and check out where he finished up the rest of the fence at. We're gonna ride down here real quick. All right, as you can see, I just opened up the gate, and the part that wasn't finished the last time was this part over here on the left. They were coming down to there where the wood looks really new. They just finished all of that up. And this side looks riding in. If I'm not mistaken, like I said, I believe the fence is 6 feet. And I'm going to give the reasons why we chose to even put up a private fence like this. Plus, they're pretty good legitimate reasons, because you know how people are. So we got that part of the fence filled up. We got all of that done. And just coming down, we got to finish. We got to go now. We got to finish up. We got to make this, break this right and go down that way. And we've already started turning the corner down here. And I don't know if you guys can see the line on the on the camera, but it's another line that's going all the way down to the other end of the property. And we're gonna continue to finish this. We already started a little bit right there. My dad does most of the work because I do work full time and I run a full time podcast. But he's almost. Let's slow down. That's where we started. So we're gonna finish up going all the way down there, and that's where we did a little bonfire on New Year's. It was pretty cool. Yeah, as you can see so far, we made like a lot of progress. And if anybody know, like this fence, it's not a cheap fence. It did cost a little bit of money. If anybody's been paying attention to like the price of wood over the past couple of years, price of wood is like really, really high. It's like outrageous how much the price of wood is. But we definitely needed it for certain reasons. So we're gonna head back to my folks' estate, to my folks' property, and I'm gonna go more into detail about the reasons why we put up the fence. And I think everybody would agree with me once I tell you like a reason like why we had to do it. So we're gonna ride back over there. I'm gonna lock the property back up and ride back over there and fill you guys in. I'm gonna be honest right now. Like it's been cold in Alabama before, but lately, if there's anybody in like mid Alabama right now, I mean we've been cold before we have, but I ain't gonna lie. Like with this wind chill that's going on right now, it's freezing my behind off. Like it's hard for me to even work outside and do anything outside just with this wind blowing. How cold it is. Whatever cold front this is, it's working me over, and it's making it difficult for me to just concentrate and even want to do anything at this point. So, if there's anybody in Alabama, mid Alabama, and feeling the same way I'm feeling, just let me know. Cause good God, it is really cold. Okay, now that we made it back into my podcast streaming video editing room, now I can go into details on why we chose to put the fence up around the property. And let me start by saying one of the main reasons why we put the fence up is because for privacy. We do have neighbors on the left and the right of us. I mean, they're cool neighbors. They've been really cool for this whole process, even with the construction and knocking down the trees. But with us gonna be putting the business back there and me living in the back, I know they're gonna want their privacy. They don't want people overlooking the backyard of their property when we're knocking down all the trees. So that's one of the main reasons why we put that up there. The second reason, like I said, we do have bonfires. We do have family over every now and then to come over and like we'll light a burn barrel. We do have a little music and something to keep that. We put the fence up to like keep the sound in some, so it doesn't really disrupt them in their peace when they're relaxing in their home, and it's not just irritating them. That's the second reason why we chose to put up a fence that high. And the main third reason, which I'm pretty sure most people with private property would already kind of know why, is for people that trespass. Before we didn't have a fence up, we didn't have a front gate up, we didn't have anything up there, and we're not always out there. Like I said, there's no cameras out there right now. Like there's just flat. And we would come back like a week or so later or 2 weeks later and find four-wheeler tracks, side-by-side tracks, empty beer boxes, empty beer bottles, empty liquor bottles, condom wrappers, just all kind of stuff out there on the property. And it just got to the point where it just got ridiculous. Like, we spent all this money for this land, so we might as well, do our due diligence and try to protect it. And I want to say, fourthly, and just from just random people pulling down on the property. There was a time when we was actually in there doing work, and somebody pulled down in there, and their reasoning for pulling down into the property, even though we have no trespassing signs posted, they pulled that in there. They were just wondering what was back there and what we were doing. Like, it just really bothers me how odd, like, some of the things that happen and some of the things that they do. Like, it's really, really odd with some of the stuff, to the point that somebody even at one point flew a drone over our property and took a picture and somehow found one of our emails and was like, "Do y'all want to sell this property?" Needless to say, we told them, no, we don't want to sell. And if we see your drone coming over our property again, we will shoot it down. No, this is Alabama, and we do tow guns. So yeah, those are the main 3 or 4 reasons why we had to put the fence up, and just to protect everything we got going on and from trespassers. and just to be mindful of our neighbors and everything. So that's just a small update on what we got going on. Next, I'm gonna do an update on my whole um, gaming, streaming, video editing, podcast setup. Like I said, I have the whole chairs and everything. I'm gonna do a whole video on that, on what I use and how I start my podcast and what I do with that. So I'm gonna make a video on that. And I just appreciate you guys for watching, man. Like I said, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on every new thing we do with the property and the land. And like I said, I'm still new to this YouTube thing. I'm just trying it out. And I just appreciate everybody watching, man. I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. Just talk your issue, Romeo. Appreciate you. When you're hungry.